Welcome to Devoted Coffee. I called this video Why Devoted Coffee for 3 reasons. Number 1, I want to tell you guys about why I chose the name Devoted Coffee. Number 2, I wanted to tell you why you should choose Devoted Coffee to bring you coffee happiness. And 3, I wanted to tell you guys about why I chose to start this business. Let's get into it. So first I wanted to tell you guys the story of the name, where devoted came from. So this story is not that long, but it does mean a lot to me. And it's a story that I'm very fond of. So I played college tennis, and my college tennis coach, he was a big mentor for me. He did a lot of stuff that would help us not only on the court, but he was a big believer in developing us off the court as well. And one of the things he did off the court was challenge us to pick a word that would be our focus for the year. He wanted us to write it down, put it on a post-it note, put it somewhere where we see it every day. And after some thought and prayer, I finally chose the word devoted. It meant a lot to me that year. I wanted to be devoted to my studies, devoted to my relationship, devoted to my faith, all these different things I wanted to be devoted to. In that year, it was a really good year. It was kind of special to me, and that word kind of became just my motto. I wanted to be a devoted person. And so that has kind of stuck with me, and it's been my word. So when I was thinking about starting this business, it was just the perfect word for me to carry that over into my business. Number 2, why you should choose Devoted to bring you your coffee happiness. This is a fun one to me. I am a total coffee nerd. You are here in my kitchen with my humble espresso setup that I started with, and it's been so much fun for me to play around and really learn all the intricacies of specialty coffee. Specialty coffee, for those of you that aren't exactly sure, I'm sure you've heard the term, but maybe not exactly what it is. Specialty coffee is coffee that scores 80 or above on the cupping table. So when they're trying these coffees, these are coffees that are sweeter. They have more effort that has been put into them. They're usually grown with more care, and typically there's also a higher focus on transparency, and that goes to help the farmers. So I'm a big believer in specialty coffee and transparency, and so those are the reasons that I choose specialty coffee. But also, I have spent a lot of time, many years now, studying and just growing my knowledge on specialty coffee. You can see here behind me, I have some coffee books that I go to. James Hoffmann, Lance Hedrick. They're some big influences on me and the work that they do. Also Scott Rao. Just a lot of the top coffee professionals. I've really taken what they've said and applied that, and I think they've really shaped the third wave of coffee, which I'm so passionate about. And lastly, I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about me. So in the kind of overlaps with this second one, why I choose Devoted Coffee. But about me personally, I am that coffee nerd. I love this stuff, and it has blown my mind how complex it can be, and the more I learn, it seems like the less I know, and I love that part about it. It seems like your knowledge is never done. You've never learned it all. It just keeps growing, and more science is being done, coming out on it. It's just really cool. So I am the person that is into all that, very nerdy about that stuff, but also just as a person, I am devoted to service. I really felt a calling to serve, and I didn't feel like working a typical 9 to 5 job was really going to fulfill that need to serve for me. And so I'm very passionate about coffee, and I found that this would be the way that I can serve. When I make a coffee and it brings joy to someone, that makes me feel like I'm serving and doing something good for someone, and that's something that I didn't feel like I could do in a typical 9 to 5.